What is going on YouTube? And hopefully for the last time I have to say this, but I am back. It has been crazy lately, and I know a lot of you have been wanting videos that haven't come out yet, and I apologize for that. I'm a full-time student. I'm a full-time employee working all the time, and I'm married, so life just gets crazy. This is my last semester of school. I'm so ready to be done and start working in zoos and things like that, but that's why I've been kind of absent. But I wanted to get this video out for you guys because I know it's getting cold and a lot of you have been asking for it, and that is what I've done on Zeus's shelter. So it is starting to get cold here too. I mean, we've had some nights in the 30s already, and that's not okay for a sulcata tortoise, not at all. So, duck under my lights. He has been outside the whole time. I haven't moved him inside, but I have made some adjustments. So let's pop on over and take a look at that. He's a good boy. Say hi. That is my puppy Thor. He's getting huge, I know, but he's adorable. So, there it is. And you would think starting this thing last January, it would be done, but I am a huge procrastinator. Now, there's more done than looks like it. I've got a lot of cosmetic issues to fix, make it look really nice. You can see some of it's painted and some of it's not, but it's very functional right now. I've got shingles on most of it, but it's really good at keeping water out. I've had a lot less problems with that. So let me kind of run down what I've done so far. So last time I checked, we had the framing done, I think, if not just the block. So all the blocks are mortared together, and then I put the frame on it. Let's see if we can pop inside and look at that. But I put a wooden frame on it. So I made boxes out of 2x4s. And really easy. You don't have to make boxes, but just look up basic framing, and it's really easy to do. So I made those, put those on, connected them together across with a beam, and then I put the sides on. So just one sheet of plywood all the way around, screwed into the frames and into the concrete with Tapcon screws, and that kind of holds. I mean, everything's pretty good. I have some stuff I could put some more in, but for the most part, it like I said, it's been working. And then I cut out a door, and that's kind of how it sat with the roof. It kind of just sat like that for all summer because I didn't need insulation. But then it started to get cold, so the first night I realized it was supposed to get cold, I popped inside and I put reflective insulation sheets all the way around. So that kind of helps. It reflects the heat back and it keeps the cold out. So it's not pretty. I had to put it in quick. That was the first step, and then you can see it's on the roof as well. And there's Zeus just starting to come out for the day. It's starting to warm up a little bit, and that's kind of how I've had it right now. Now I'm still having a lot of problems. This is my first time. I mean, I know what I'm doing, but it's a learning process. So the floor is giving me a lot of issues. After talking with a lot of people, they tell me that I'm losing a lot of heat in the floor. So right now, the top half of the shelter is sitting at like 80 degrees even when it's 30 outside, but the bottom is still getting down to 50. So right now, to counteract that, I have the basking spot, so we can kind of just, at night it's getting that temperature lower, but the overall shelter I think now is sitting at like 65, 70 on the coldest nights, which is good, but that heater's running 24/7, which is killing my electric bill. So the next step is going to be to put a floor on it. I've talked with a lot of guys that have done this for a while, and that's what they recommend doing. I need to put more insulation in on the blocks as well, and then yeah, that'll kind of be it. Just the floor and the insulation, then I'll be done. Like I said, I just got to make it pretty. But other than that, it's pretty good. A couple things I would recommend for you guys is don't make it this big. It doesn't look big, and I know there's people that have way bigger shelters like Camp Kennan, although he does have a lot more tortoises and he's in Florida, but it's just harder to heat, and there's really no point because I still have to crawl in it. It's not giving me any height advantage. So I wish I kind of would have made it half this height. So say you just got the cinder blocks, maybe just use the cinder blocks and then fill the cinder blocks with insulation and keep it that low. Just make sure it's tall enough that they can grow, but it's just gonna save you a lot of time and heating. I don't regret this. Like I said, it's just a bigger project than I probably needed. and I will get more tortoises. But yeah, so that's kind of how the shelter is. Like I said, if you guys have any questions about it, I'll be more than happy to answer them. Pop them down in the comments below. Leave a like so we can keep doing this. And like I said, as soon as I get the rest of this done, I will show you guys the finished product. But next, let's kind of look at what I've done in the fencing wise. So I found a really good temporary alternative that has worked out. It might not work out for everybody, but so I've got 2 high fencing all the way around like that, and then I've just got welded wire fencing just to kind of keep some stuff out and to kind of keep him out a little bit. But these are just fence pickets like you would make a standing fence. I turned them sideways, stacked them on top of each other, and we're good to go. Now they're a little flimsy. They're not really flimsy, but a big sulcata could get through this, but Zeus has not tried to get through it, which I'm grateful for. Otherwise I'd have to go something thicker that's like 2 inches like that. But this saved me a ton of money. For a 6 foot by 6 inch piece, it's $1.50. So it's $3 every 6 feet, which is fantastic. So I was able to do this whole thing for really cheap. And so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going across. So it's 30 feet by 12 feet right now. And eventually I'll make it bigger, but he has enough room. He hasn't demolished all the grass, which is good. He's got a tree for shade when it's hot and things like that. But it's working really well so far. He hasn't tried to dig, which I'm thankful for, because I did not prepare for that. And the reason I did that is because he had not shown any signs of digging. And it just kind of, I was like, okay, let's take a chance. And I monitor every day, so if he started to dig, I would know trying to get out. But he has not done that yet. So that's looking good. So like I said, that's what I've done so far. Everything's looking good and working good. And yeah, so let's kind of just talk about what the future plans are. So I have major ideas for this thing. My brain is always, if you need to like me, my brain is always going, always improving enclosures in my mind, planning new ones. That's probably why I don't never finish anything, because I'm always starting new projects. But here's kind of what I'm thinking of what I want to do for this thing. So obviously finish the shelter, get it nice, looking good and everything like that. Maybe upgrade the fencing. It's still working, so I don't know, I might leave it like that. But the next big renovation is I want to make this an enclosed area. And what I mean by that is it's a complete shelter. So I'll put 4x4s and make this thing 7 foot tall, fence the whole sides in with a door, and then put a half roof with an open area as well. So basically completely predator proofing this thing, thief proofing it almost, making it hard for somebody to come in and steal him if they wanted to. And it's a lot more peace of mind. And then eventually I can expand this whole pavilion almost outward as I add different turtles and other tortoises and things like that. And that way it's a walk-in enclosure that is just a lot more safe. Like I said, he's safe right now, but it can always be better. And so I think that's what I'm gonna do next. And I think it's gonna look amazing. It's a project, it's gonna take a little while, but hopefully by next spring, I'll have that going, maybe even have a greenhouse going. But as winter's coming, projects outside tend to kind of slow down with the exception of Zeus's stuff being finished. And we tend to move on projects inside. I got the turtles inside now. They need an upgrade for their winter housing. And there's a lot going on in the reptile room. You guys will see pretty soon. But yeah, so it's all coming. Make sure you guys subscribe. And let's just get this done. With you guys' support, this channel is going to be growing. And we're going to have so many projects coming. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, leave a like down below. Comment with any questions you guys have, and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as possible. And of course, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the finishing of this project as we turn it into the best possible habitat for this guy. I'll show you guys the pond pretty soon. Even though it's winter, it's still looking really good. And the reptile room is looking amazing. I've changed so many things, you guys aren't even going to recognize it. But make sure you guys keep on watching. If you haven't already checked out part 1 of this video, it'll be linked up here. Make sure you guys give that a watch, and I'll see you guys later.